Someday, someday, I wanna lay down like God did. Oh, I almost X'd out of that. I need that. I need that for later. Because if I don't get that later, I'm gonna be mad. My goodness. The typing. Hey, Leon, what do you want? God, where's my Russian propaganda? Like, Jesus Christ. How come none of you are supporting my Russian propaganda? Like, Jesus. Everybody, where's the black man's money? Bro, I shit you not. I'm having the time of my life watching the amount of people just like try their damnness to defend any of this. You have Russian propaganda. Yeah, right. I can't tell you what it is. Too early, I didn't clock in yet. It's crazy. You didn't clock in yet. Bro, if you're on time, you late. I'm in the bathroom watching it. Bro, what are you doing in the bathroom? Stop playing with yourself. You're going to go blind. What's wrong with you? You said you wouldn't take the money, so why would they offer you? Hey, you gotta understand. I gotta tell you that they won't accept the money, so that when they do send me the money, it look good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think. You gotta think. You have to think, bro. Is that the avocado? Bro, I'm living in a wrong timeline. This dude lost all his weight. This dude was really bigger than the sun, and he just came back and was like, you know what? Let me give y'all a live introspective. I've lost all that weight, and I shit you not, motherfuckers are already on Twitter talking about some bullying works. It's like, slow down, buddy. People still kill themselves over bullying, so don't sit there and say bullying works unless you want to deal with that part of the problem. I can't argue that point. Exactly. Dog, I gotta find. I do. I mean, even though this Nikocado shit it's not even nothing I want to talk about. It's just something I want to show y'all. Bro was really big. Bro was really just big. Bro was really just big. So I just like there's a drastic contrast here. Like, I want y'all to look at this dude. Oh my God, why does this never work? This never worked. Like, look at this dude. Look at him. Look how big he is right here. And he apparently was just pre-recording videos, which is fine. That's basically how you do it. Just record a bunch of videos of you just gorging yourself and then disappear into the ether while people think you're losing it, and then come back like this. Now, I'm happy for you. I'm not mad at you. You prioritize your health the way you want to. However, you put a certain symbol on the back of his head. He kind of looked like he was kind of, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying without saying it? Yeah. You get it? It's like, you put a certain symbol on the back of his head. Yeah. When you gonna finish playing Poppy Playtime on the gaming channel? First of all, there's no gaming channel. Second of all, buddy, we been did that. Where the fuck you been? We been did that. Nigga, you late. I'm about to prove to you why it's bad to just open your mouth and be wrong. Never mind, I got it. See? Buddy, where the fuck have you been for 7 months? It's right there. Are you blind? Are you inept? You stupid or something? You stupid or something, buddy? Nigga did this shit 7 months ago. My bad. See, you sitting in the bathroom playing with yourself. You need to be. you need to be indoctrinated. Fuck. You want some Russian propaganda? You know what's crazy? The amount of people that's like jumping through a little bit of hoop to like play like the small defense game, when we know for certain if it was a bunch of leftist YouTubers, they wouldn't be given this level of charitability. It'd just be like, nope, you did it. Lock them up. But I record a video and I was like, you know what? I might go live. I didn't end up going live. Like, real spiel, I didn't end up going live. And I was just like, yo, this is really just me bullshitting because people don't think I know about all this other stuff. But then I do. And then we like, oh, he knows. He knows. And bro, I shit you not. This is the worst comment. And he has my name, Leon Mortgage. I like never take my name for your propaganda, buddy. Actual Justice Warrior has the best breakdown of this situation. Can't have a reasonably informed opinion without listening to him first, in my opinion. Excuse me? This is not how you go about that at all. You infer with the information you have around you and then deduce it. That's what you do. You don't just be like, oh, you can't have an informed opinion without this motherfucker's opinion. And then I watched it. This motherfucker is telling you he has a bias towards Lauren Chen. Oh my God, this person got me invited to this thing. This person got me invited to this thing. This person helped me out monetizing my channel. This person got me invited into all of this shit. Bro. You can't tell me that. Don't ever tell. That's the second time motherfuckers have told me to watch a motherfucker, and then I immediately get smacked with bullshit. I don't have time for this propaganda. It's very limited information nonetheless, but that still doesn't mean you can't have an opinion. You can absolutely have an opinion, but do not ever tell me you can't have a reasonably informed opinion without watching a YouTuber. Bitch, I'm going to use my 2 fucking eyes to read the information that apparently has been something that's gone on for a year, but it just got unsealed yesterday. And I will deduce what I need to deduce. Like, for example, I don't know how you a victim getting $400,000 a month. That's number one. Number two, when Tim Pool is talking to Ben Shapiro and he's saying, oh, all of this is what the lawyers handle. Great job throwing your lawyers under the bus. Those people need to be fired. Because there's no way under the fucking sun you gonna have lawyers look into this shit and then backdoor it with, oh, I know Lauren. And then you question barely anything. So either this motherfucker just accepted a deal without paying attention to anything at all, and he needs to fire his lawyers and find newer ones. I would argue Jewish lawyers. Or these motherfuckers are all in on it. And now that they then got caught and it's made public, they gotta scramble. It's like, I don't understand how motherfuckers who are in this podcast, and this is another thing, he tries to compare this to Amazon buying out Travis Kelce's podcast. That is different. He was bought out by Amazon. Bitch, you took a deal. We're not about to play these stupid games, bro. We not about to play these games. Leon, I'm gonna be a next week, I'm going to be a member on the main channel. Just a heads up, payday coming. I don't have memberships on the main channel. Hate to break it to you. I don't have memberships on the main channel. So, my bad, bro. My bad, dog. I'm sorry I might have bucked your head up on that one. But what I'm going to need is like... When it comes to breaking news and all this shit, y'all can just wait before y'all just start throwing out y'all random confirmed biases because, oh my God, I got invited to a wedding, or I invited this person to my wedding, so it's all fucking. The way this looks, like dead ass, the way this looks, I'm not making a Patreon. I really have nothing to sell y'all. I have no secret content to sell y'all. I'm sorry. But fuck, if you just want to randomly support, the Ko-fi is available any day of the week. That's just basic, like, oh, here's the direct donation. But the way I'm looking at this is either all of these people are incompetent and they, based on the fucking indictment, these motherfuckers do not fucking read through anything and they'll just take money, which is the worst way this could go. Or they all in on it. That's the only way is I could look at this. Reading through that 32-page thing, that's the only way you could think about this, is that either they're all incompetent and they actually got fucked over by Lauren Chen because the concept of being a friend is so alluring when it comes to business, or they're all in on it and they got to scramble because they got caught. I can't look at this no other way. Like right now, and you know, it sickens me because, again, like I said, if it's a leftist, who's a leftist? Name a leftist YouTuber. Fuck it. If FD Signifier was getting paid backdoor deal style and we found out about it, boy, you know how many motherfuckers would not give him any charitability whatsoever? He would be booked. He would be on the hook. Now, I'm going to be real with you. Not Lauren. What's the business? Lauren Chen? Boy, she's cooked. If it's true that they kind of were the victims of getting backdoor dealed, Lauren Chen is the one who's cooked. Because if you aren't aware, Buddy then got raided by the FBI. Lauren Chen got raided yesterday, I think morning. Buddy is cooked. And she then got fired from the Blaze. Then got fired. She got fired from the Blaze. She got her channel taken down off YouTube. She's cooked. Bro, where's the fucking... I guess I gotta go on the post-millennial. That's where I'll get my informed news. Oh, and because I know you all care about this so much, so effortlessly, y'all know that shooter from Georgia? Upon realizing that this motherfucker had like a bad family life and, you know, issues dealing with their parents' divorce and all that shit, guess what issue they're gonna focus on the most? Ding 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 ding. You know, because everything else really didn't matter. But ding 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 ding. What did she do exactly? Oh well, she fucking colluded. She colluded with those evil Russians. You know what I'm saying? That's what she did. And apparently tried to get everybody else involved without telling them. And if that's directly how it went down, well, fuck. The content creator's not going to jail. However, I find it drastically hard to believe these motherfuckers just looked at their podcast and was like, yep, we can absolutely sign off on getting $400,000 a month and not question a thing. Like, how? How do you do that and not question anything? That's literally impossible in my eyes. How do you do that? Oh, man. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it, dude. How's it going, dudes? How's it going, dudes? Motherfucker got raided. And it's actually kind of scary. Not really, because it's not scary for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm too lazy to collude with the revenue. She was snitching to the Russians. Yeah. Greed makes people ignorant. No, greed makes people power hungry. And hopefully everybody could get in on it. Tenet Media founders were raided just as the DOJ indictment dropped. Shortly after this report was published, Tenet Media announced privately to its staff it was ceasing operations effectively. Bro, they didn't shut the whole... They are cooked! They are fried! You motherfuckers are fried! And you know what's crazy? They Canadians! See? You see? This is the true propaganda. Canadians are trying to infiltrate my country with their maple syrup and their Canadian bacon. I will not stand for this tyranny. I will put on my fucking easily accessible fucking garment polo and guard the border between America and Canada. This is crazy. Chen, a right-wing YouTuber and social media personality, and her husband have not commented publicly. The company's social media accounts were still posting content just before the indictment was unsealed. Sources tell the Post-Millennial that Tenet Media staff have been kept entirely in the dark since the indictment's announcement, with the founders not communicating at all with any employees and contributors. Update on Thursday evening, Donovan wrote a message to staff announcing that Tenet Media was over. As most of you know by now, there's a federal investigation surrounding Tenet Media. At the moment, there have been no indictments against us or the company. We have hired legal counsel and are working through the legal issues. We hope to provide more clarity soon. However, it is clear that given the nature of the investigation, we have no choice but to stop all work at Tenet. I do not foresee it coming back. Tenet Media has not issued a public comment except for one post on their X account, apparently unauthorized. It was deleted within a few seconds on Wednesday. Oh, fired employee here, access steal. There's evidence we were actually funded by Russia and it's a disgrace. We are traitors. See, this is why you don't have random people holding access to the Twitter accounts. This is why you don't have the random people holding access to the Twitter accounts. You know why? Because something could go awry. Is something can go awry. The DOJ alleges that the two at-large Russian nationals, those are names I can't even begin to try, illegally laundered nearly $10 million to Tenet Media to push discord and division in the U.S. in favor of Russian state interests. Which some people looked at that and was like, oh, it's just a bunch of right-wingers. No, you can stoke division in any fucking sentence, from movies to fucking dating. You can stoke division any way under the fucking sun. Hey, Putin, I just want you to know, I don't want your money. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I really don't want your money. Hey, Steve, where's my iPhone? Steve, listening to all my phone calls and whatnot. I don't want Russia's money. I don't want Russia's money. I don't want Russia's money. I don't want anybody's money. I just want my money. It's my money and I need it now. Call J.G. Winsworth, 877 cash now. You could tell I got a lot of energy early in the morning. Chen and Donovan were not charged in the indictment, nor were the 6 public-facing talents that created content under contract for Tenet Media. Those creators included Dave Rubin, Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, Lord Southern, Matt Christensen, and Taylor Hansen. Except for Southern, who was not commented publicly, the content creators released statements saying that they had full editorial control over the content. The indictment alleges some of them were misled by 2 Russian defendants and the company's founders about the funding source, which is crazy because if you look at it, this is what makes me believe that all these motherfuckers are stupid. Because you mean to tell me that, y'all were being deceived, but some of y'all had questions, and the only thing these motherfuckers brought up was some really poor-ass PNG fucking picture of some dude's resume who had no digital footprint? Come on! This don't raise alarm bells? Oh, but Travis Kelce getting $1 million for a podcast. He got bought out by Amazon. So this is kind of normal numbers in the podcast space. Okay, cool. You telling me no alarm bells going off when motherfuckers are just no digital footprint at all? Come on, bro. Like, be for real. Like, how I'm supposed to look at this shit and be like, ew. How I'm supposed to look at this shit and be like, yep, some of this shit makes logistical sense. The DOJ alleges that the 2 indicted Russian nationals work for RT, a Russian state propaganda media company, to gain access to large American audiences through the influencers that were contracted to provide content for distribution by Tenet Media. RT America ended its broadcasting in the U.S. after television distributors dropped the network following the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine. RT is also banned in the UK and in the EU. The Biden-Harris administration also announced on Wednesday that it had seized 32 internet domains that were alleged to be acting on behalf of Russia to foster division and influence the coming presidential election. The DOJ alleges that Chen and her husband invoiced a shell entity financed by Russia for over $7 $760,000 to pay themselves. The other content creators were allegedly collectively paid over $9.3 million in the span of only 10 months. The indictment alleges that by June of 2024, the two Russian handlers were given full authorization to post content directly on U.S. Company First platform, bypassing U.S. Company One employees altogether. On Thursday, Semaphore reported that Chen had been fired as a contributor to the Blaze Media, where she had contributed videos for years. With over 1 million followers combined between YouTube and X, Chen was also an influencer and contributor to a conservative activist group, Turning Point USA. On Thursday, Turning Point USA removed Chen's contributor profile page. Oh my God, cancel culture! Oh my God, cancel culture! Oh my God, what do you mean? What is the topic of discussion? You don't want to know. You don't want to fucking know, bro. You don't want to know. You just don't want to know. But I'll tell you anyway. Right wingers and their propaganda affecting my land. The right wingers are affecting my presidential election with their conspiratorial edits for Mother Russia. And I shall not stand for this. This is an ugly fucking couple. These are some ugly fucking people. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I don't know how people get away with looking this ugly. Fucking ridiculous, mate. It's just fucking weird, mate. Thoughts on Brazilian Miku? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck is Brazilian Miku thing? See, you can't fucking tell me about all this shit and then expect me to understand what's being said. Like, it's next to impossible. It's next to impossible. So, you know, how about you do better explaining that shit, fool.
Donald Trump, what these companies are.
I don't know where in this it is, but he talks to Ben Shapiro about this shit. Somewhere in here, he brings up the lawyers. He just sends all this shit to the lawyers, and it's like, bro, are you sure that's how you want to fucking go about this and answer to the public? Like, you just threw all this to your lawyers and they fucked this up for you? Fire them!
The first episode that actually appeared on Tenet was about skateboarding. Quite literally, we had a professional skateboard filmer, an amateur and a professional skateboarder, and we...
So the usual shenanigans that occur in America. Bro, this is kind of weird, though, because these are the individuals who get on camera and tell you that it's all leftists leading all this propaganda and all this shit. It's weird that an entire right-wing media corporation was getting all this money, apparently from the Russians, and deceiving workers. And when it's brought up to the public, everybody's dispersed. They then all gave their own statements, and then they've all fucking dispersed.
We talked about skateboarding, because I'm a skateboarder, that's what we do. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy to hear that they're saying the media's jumped the gun completely on what the story is. The DOJ indictment literally says that commentators were deceived, that there was a rather sophisticated plan to manipulate the commentators of the platform. So
there's also something in there about motherfuckers trying to verify who it is y'all about to get this money from, and y'all just accepting it?
Wouldn't know what was going on. And I can say on my end, everything that happens here goes to our legal team, and we have multiple lawyers. So
See? So you mean to tell me this process went through your legal team? All right, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with you being big enough to where you can hire lawyers to where if some shit pop off, you got to bring it to the lawyers. I'm cool with that. That's actually not a problem. But when you throw your lawyers under the bus, and your lawyers apparently had a hand in this shit, their hand in it was, yo, we gonna go through this, we gonna back this shit, and we gonna see if it's on the up and up. And you motherfuckers fuck it up.
When someone reaches out to me and says, hey, we want to do, we have sponsorships. And I don't know who these companies are. And we're a company with 40 employees. And so when someone reaches out to us, I say, great, cool. Someone handle it and talk to the lawyers. The lawyers come back, do their due diligence, and then we say, sure, or whatever.
Fire them. Fire your lawyers. You need to fire your lawyers, because you just sat there and said your lawyers handle all this type of shit and they fucked it up. You mean to tell me that your lawyers went through this, tried to verify whoever this dude is, couldn't do it, Lauren Chen, or at least her representatives, give you a fucking PNG file, and that's enough? Fire them! You need to fire your lawyers ASAP. No Rocky.
And so the crazy thing,
but all Rihanna,
is this was so ancillary to anything we do. I do my morning show from 10 to noon now. At the time, it wasn't live, but now it's live. And then we do Gamecast IRL from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. And so I don't really think much at all about where the show is streaming or distribution. For all I knew, this was, Lauren Chen, she works the Blaze. She wanted to start a company. She found investors. That was seemingly the gist of it. We only ever took money from an American corporation. The amount of money that we were offered for the show was around market value for offers we had already received. And so it was just like, cool, I know Lauren, sure, whatever. And then you got Benny and Dave and Matt Christensen and Taylor Hansen, who I know them all. And I'm like, yeah, this seems fine, whatever. And the crazy thing is, assuming all this stuff is true, I'm like, man, this sucks. We didn't need the deal. The deal didn't do anything for us. It was just, sure, I guess. And the bummer is, now with everything, with the way things are going, we could have just run the culture war on my channel with 1.3 million subscribers as it is, and just made money on our own through sponsorships as we already did. So it's frustrating to get entangled in whatever it is she's accused of being involved in. Folks, our friends in Israel need our...
friends in Israel? Huh? This is more propaganda? I cannot do. You fucking sat here and said, say that again for me, big dog, big bald man. They got people who don't think this motherfucker is bald. When I feel like watching Leon's takes, but with bars, I watch Sayel. What the fuck is Israel?
Assuming all this stuff is true, I'm like, man, this sucks. We didn't need the deal. The deal didn't do anything for us. It was just, sure, I guess. And the bummer is, now with everything, with the way things are going, we could have just run the culture war on my channel with 1.3 million subscribers as it is, and just made money on our own through sponsorships as we already did. So,
correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't the rest of conservatives, the Quartering and Tatum? I love how that's the rest of conservative. I do love how that's the rest of conservatives trying to defend being bought as an asset for the Russians. Who knows? I don't know.
It's frustrating to get entangled in whatever it is she's accused of being involved in. Folks, our friends in Israel need our help now more.
Do they? Well, maybe they do. I don't know. But wait a minute. How the fuck are you in America talking about all these American issues, telling me that the fucking everybody else need our help? Type of shit. Well, fuck, I need help. I can't believe that he's bald. He's that bald, that thumbnail. The thumbnail is real. Nikocado lost weight. Look, apparently the stupid people bullying works, but they don't want to answer anything about suicide. Oh, my bad. Unaliving. Fuck, because I guess everybody's afraid to say suicide now, I guess. That makes sense. I guess. But for individuals to, you can't defend this without knowing anything. If you gonna sit here and try to defend this, you gotta be on the up and up and know something. You have to. Because if you know nothing and you just talking out the side of your neck, the ability for you to be wrong is astronomically hilarious. It's hilarious. That's why you shouldn't do it. This is why you should not be doing it. You should be stupid. Please do not do it. It's just so dumb. But you know what? Capacious Clown, Captain Clown, whatever your name is. I wonder if there's any credence. That's a big word, credence. I wonder if there's any credence to the things that you are saying about conservatives playing defense. Because who knows? Maybe this would be a time to show everybody that, hey, we're not as hypocritical as one would believe. Maybe, just maybe, we could, prove that we are unbiased in our reporting of all things. And when things are kind of murky, because let's be honest, they still are, and it's just an indictment that's gone out into the ether, into the public, maybe, just maybe, we won't play defense, and we actually will stand firm and fight to hope for the truth. Or some shit might just be a I don't know fest to the brim, which, might I add, is a horrible way to go about this shit. So, big man with beard, who gives me a significant kickback when I sell his coffee, let me hear what you gotta say about Tim Pool being investigated. Oh, that's another thing. He's being investigated by the FBI. Well, saying he's being investigated is kind of wrong. They asked him to, come in for a little bit of questioning, and he's going to do it, which, is kind of good. if the FBI asks you to come on in for questioning, please don't say no. Bring a lawyer, please. If you have the means to, or bring anybody, bring a witness, because it's some shit pop off. I would hope y'all got people on the back end that can help y'all. The other right-wing YouTubers should disavow. Why would they do that?
Hopefully it's just a fact-finding mission. But, you know, I am worried that the tentacles are extending. If you haven't been paying attention over the past 2 days or so, a simple accusation was all it took to have big tech move and ban a very large conservative outlet from its platform in Tenet Media, and to ban its founder or co-founder, Chen, with zero evidence, completely nuked from...
Zero? Bitch, are you not looking at that indictment? Like, are you choosing to ignore what's in that indictment? You see, what's funny is that I was saying this, but I was saying it about something completely different, but work with me a little bit. You gonna be able to find out who has the ability, or no. Let me say this correctly. You gonna find out who is actually paying attention to the WNBA based on the discussion of who's gonna win Rookie of the Year between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You will absolutely be able to tell who actually paid attention to anything in that indictment and who didn't based on what they're saying about the 32 pages. You are absolutely going to be able to get a hook on who's paying attention and who's reading shit and who's not. And it's going to be bad for a lot of motherfuckers who not giving their opinions. Fuck, you ain't even got to read the whole indictment. All you got to do is look at that one fucking excerpt of people trying to find out who the fuck is who and them giving them a PNG file. Like, bro, how do you as a lawyer fall for that? And how do you as somebody like running your ship by yourself fall for that type of shit? That's bad. No matter how you slice it, no matter who you a fan of, no matter what you got to say about the culture war, that's bad. That's fucking bad, aside from how I worded my statement. Yes, I get what you meant, but it doesn't matter. The propaganda train is afloat, and we must deflect and defend.
The platform, by the way, it's still...
I have way too much energy. It's Saturday morning every day, man.
Available on Rumble. Make sure you download the Rumble app. Follow your favorite creators. There was no evidence. There was an indictment. All an indictment is we're formally accusing you of doing something wrong. It's not proof of it. It's not evidence. It's just saying, hey, we think you did something wrong. That was good enough for not only for YouTube to remove several channels from its platform.
Are we still in clown world? Yes.
But now it looks like the investigation is tentacling out here. Tim Pool saying, I've been contacted by the FBI as a potential victim of a crime. The FBI believes I have information relevant to an ongoing criminal investigation and have requested a voluntary interview. I will be offering my assistance in this matter.
He is, and guess what? That is good. If Tim Pool is truly a victim, it is good that he is going to the FBI as a potential victim in issues that would warrant him going to the fucking FBI. But I shit you not, some of the responses he's going to show on the screen are a symptom of motherfuckers not leaving the house.
I wouldn't be doing that.
What did the quartering do now? I'm not answering. You're just going to hear him.
I wouldn't be doing that. I don't think...
Why? Why would you not be doing that? If you're a potential victim of Russian collusion and you know nothing about it, and there's the potential you could be on the hook to go to jail with the people who knew, you better start talking, motherfucker. What they say? Start singing, big time. Start singing. Because if you don't start singing, guess who gonna be on the hook with the people that's already potentially going to be on the hook? You. That's y'all fucking problem. Y'all believe that bullshit. Like, oh my God, stitches get snitches. Hey, I like to see the bitch that put a stitch on me for snitching. I'm not going, I don't speak in nigga. I'm not going to jail to protect my homie. Fuck my homie. My homie a pedophile, he tell me hide the gun he shot his victim with. Well, I'm taking a video recording of what this motherfucker just said and did. I'm bringing that shit to the PD, to the police department. You not getting me. You not getting me.
I think you can see basically Robert Barnes saying they aren't asking for an interview to help.
Hold on.
Interview, just saying, hey, we think you did something wrong. That was good enough for not only for YouTube to remove several channels from its platform. But now it looks like the investigation is tentacling out here. Tim Pool saying, I've been contacted by the FBI as a potential victim of it.
Now, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's because I'm listening to this shit on like 1.75 speed. But I want to hear what he got to say again.
The FBI believes I have information relevant to an ongoing criminal investigation and have requested a voluntary interview. I will be offering my assistance in this matter. I wouldn't be doing that.
So I was correct. He said that stupid shit. Why? Please, no. I am asking y'all. I am not a legal counsel. I am not a legal representative. I am a comment. I am a nigga on the interwebs. I'm telling you this with a straight face. If you doing something that seems good in your eyes, but then it comes out that it's an actual fucking issue, and you might be a victim in this shit, and the FBI is knocking on your door and saying, hey, we'd like to get you to answer a couple questions. You're not in trouble. There's the likelihood that you're the victim in this scenario. We'd like for you to answer a couple questions. The next words out of your mouth should be, yes, sir, I'm cooperating. I'm cooperating fully. That should be the next words out of your fucking mouth. Anything else, anything except that, congratulations. You might be a dummy. You might be on that weed, like a cop car. Like a fucking cop car. Absolutely not. I would refuse to be on a hook for all that shit. No. N.O. PD, police department. Y'all know what PD is because y'all stupid and y'all simple-minded. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. That was the phone call from Putin. I'm getting my money. That was the phone call from Big Poutine. I'm getting my moonin. Why did Tim post this? I would have kept quiet. Because he has to get it out there into the world that, hey, this is what's going on. I'm letting y'all know. There's nothing wrong with posting. There's nothing wrong with posting, hey, I'm cooperating with the FBI. There is zero wrong with that. Only a fool who lacks the core understanding of anything regarding serious matters will say they wouldn't do that. And who would do something? Oh, the bearded motherfucker on the screen.
I wouldn't be doing that. I don't think you can see basically Robert Barnes saying they aren't asking for an interview to help you. Also, many people in the replies, many other lawyers. Viva Fry, Michael Flynn would like to have a word with you. Nick Soder saying, be careful, these people aren't on our side. Ashley St. Clair, you better bring a lawyer. Hodge twins, wouldn't trust any of them. Wall Street lawyer, Silver, take a lawyer with you. Someone trained in the game.
You know what's funny about all these people saying I wouldn't trust any of them? The motherfucker trusted his friend, and look what happened. He trusted a friend's company dealings, and look what the fuck happened. He now has to answer questions to the fucking FBI. You see how fucking crazy the world works? Seems like you might want to fucking trust them. Seems like it would be a great idea to fucking trust the FBI, because guess what? The non-informative motherfuckers, look what they doing. Look what they fucking doing. I thought conservatives were pro-police and pro-FBI. Yeah, you know. But it's only when they go after the leftists. When they go after the leftists, it's fine. But as soon as they touch those conservatives, we can't trust the soul. You cannot trust a thing no more. No pain, no pain, no gain, no gain, no pain, no pain, no gain, no gain. I got too much energy. I'm so sorry.
Games the FBI plays to entrap you. Brianna Morello, former Fox, current independent. Yeah, I know you're a very wise man, but I'm going to say it. Make sure you bring a few lawyers with you. They are not our friends. Talking to law enforcement is almost never the right answer. Get an attorney, chase guys, or bring a lawyer. I assume, here's DC Drano, dude, don't talk.
Okay. Saying don't talk to them without a lawyer is great advice. Because you would need, I would bring a lawyer. And if I couldn't afford one, I'm bringing at least 5 witnesses that could corroborate everything going on in the room. Nothing. And I do mean nothing will be done with the FBI without somebody as a witness.
Talk to them without a
Morningly, what the fuck do you want, squadron? Huh? What do you want? You want some trinkets? Some Cheez-Its?
lawyer. People saying this is a bad idea.
Oh, if the FBI start going after leftists, the FBI is doing the right thing at that point.
There's nothing you have to gain. I would say, I don't think Tim has anything to gain whatsoever from talking to them. I don't think he should.
He has the ability to fucking not go to jail if he gives them the statements necessary to prove that he was a victim that knew nothing. What the fuck are you talking about? He legitimately has something to gain, which is not jail time.
I don't think he has anything. What does he have to gain? Is he going to what? I'm literally asking. What does Tim have to gain from doing this? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. It's lose-lose. I would just say, I'm out, dude. No, I'm not doing an interview. I'm not helping you smear my fellow YouTube friends.
This is terrible. This is a terrible way to go about this. Listen. All you people got, oh my God, conservative. We're a conservative fan base. Bitch, if you subscribe to any of my channels, you are on the side of common sense. And common sense would tell anybody, if the FBI is wanting to ask you questions because you might be a victim, answer them. Fucking answer them. Answer the questions. Please. I beg of you, please. Because doing anything else is fucking stupid. It's stupid. I'm not helping you smear my YouTube friends. Your YouTube friends put you in this predicament. So it might be time to start singing, Birdie. Might be time to get on the choir. Because it be good. I shit you not. If Gothics gave me like a lucrative opportunity to make a fuck ton of money and I didn't know where that shit was coming from, and I end up finding out that this motherfucker was colluding and that money was basically blood money, and the FBI said, hey, you might be a victim in this. You want to answer some questions? Yep. I'm snitching. I'm giving every piece of information given to me about all of this shit. Fuck a YouTube friend, bitch. You trying to get me locked up with the FBI. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ain't no friend. Hey, if you put me in a predicament where I gotta be answering questions from the FBI, ain't no fucking friendship, bitch. You might as well call me Tweety Bird, cause I'm singing in the rain. No pain, no gain. I'm sorry. I got so much energy.
I just don't think there's any benefit to it. Now, are there good people in the FBI? I assume. Maybe he would agree to do the interview only on live.
I actually hate this dude. This is the dumbest fucking legal counsel argument on the planet. Don't do this. Don't take these people's advice on anything. This motherfucker's doing, I would agree to it if it was a live stream. No!
On Timcast. That might be the terms I would agree with.
Please say you're joking.
Tim has suffered no actual damages. His reputation hasn't been damaged. He hasn't lost any sponsors. Plus, there's also no actual recourse for him. The guy was making a $100,000 piece. By the way, I know this is a VOD, but Steven Crowder just texted me and said President Trump cited the Steven Crowder piece as keeping the pressure on. Well, that's really awesome to see. Fortunately, I didn't get any of that sweet Tenet cash. I was never offered any of that sweet.
So look, my brain works. I know he's like subtly joking in some of these, but this is not what you're supposed to be saying. This is objectively not some shit you should say ever, especially when your fucking friends are on the hook. Your friends can't be on the hook for this shit, and you making jokes about, oh my God, why? How come I didn't get that money? Because you're not big enough. You're not really in that podcast space for real to be trying to contribute to the dollar. And even if you were, it's clear you wouldn't be trustworthy with a lot of shit for them. They trying to backdoor deal. They not trying to deal with a motherfucker who's gonna be like, hey, everybody, look what deal I got. It's the fucking easiest, sickest shit on the planet, bro. In all actuality, it's concerning how dumb a collection of people are when it comes to dealing with information, because no one with a straight face will be able to convince me that you should not be taking questions from the fucking FBI when you yourself are a part of something that is illegal.
Tenet cash. There is zero evidence, according to all outlets, that any of these people knew. So why would Tim take this meeting? I don't know.
Because he's a part of it regardless. And if you are a potential victim, go answer the questions to prove it, to prove what you knew or did not know, so that you don't have to be on the hook tooting it up, singing about Mother in the Punteen.
I think ultimately, probably a net negative for him. The media is already smearing him. The Chicago Sun-Times, a right-wing podcast from Chicago, landed the center of a federal probe into Russian meddling. Tim Pool, a Chicago high school dropout who became an alt-right media superstar, was apparently paid $100,000 per episode by a covert propaganda campaign funded by Russia, according to a new federal indictment.
Once again, I'd like to apologize. What the hell did I click on? You clicked on Russian propaganda, the media correspondent. I trapped you with a thumbnail of a fat man turning into a skinwalker, but I got you. You are now a part of my coalition. You can't leave now. If you leave, you're a racist because I'm black and I'm a victim.
Now
So choose wisely. Be sure to like the stream too, to promote my American propaganda of common sense throughout the ether.
What I'm going to say, all right? I want to be careful here because I respect him a lot, all right?
Do you? Because you're showing him a lack of respect right now.
Now we know that it was $100,000 an episode, $400,000 a month. There was no questions asked about that. $100,000 per episode of a show that gets 4,000 to 5,000 live viewers. 400,000. I don't know. Like for me, if somebody came and offered me 50 grand a live stream, or even 10 grand a live stream, I would be like, what? This can't be real. You know what I mean? I assume he asked some questions. You know what I mean? And I assume because it was coming from Lauren Chen, a real life friend, that probably made it more difficult, or maybe made it easier. But like, holy smokes, if it's 100 grand a show, I would, that's so much more than it's worth. You know what I mean?
No, but you got to understand, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, got $1 million and he got bought by Amazon. It's the same thing, which it's not. It's dramatically not the same fucking thing in any stretch of the imagination. Amazon bought the rights to an entire podcast. These motherfuckers got paid to do episodes. It's way two different fucking things.
I mean,
so anybody telling you that those are the same, one, they don't know anything about business. Two, they're pulling up any excuse under the sun to defend somebody who they're a fan of. It's literally what these motherfuckers have been doing for the past 2 days.
Like that,
and it's been funny to see.
That's my only concern. Now, that doesn't mean Tim Pool did anything wrong. That doesn't mean Tim did anything wrong. But the amount of money that was offered, for me, would have been a wild red flag. You know what I mean? That's just, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, though, maybe they sent him this fake document of this Gregorian individual or all this kind of stuff. And it's also important to point out, I don't know, it's still not crime. Tim didn't know where the money was coming from. For all he knew, it was coming from some wealthy billionaire right-winger. You know what I mean?
So that would mean, so he should answer questions to prove he's a victim. No. It's too much stupid. It's too stupid. This is not, if I was on the hook for anything and I had to answer questions to prove my innocence, I do not want this motherfucker. What's with it with fat motherfuckers trying to stick up for people they know? It don't work. Leave it to the skinnies. Leave it to the skinny minis. Leave it to the bitches with the itty bitty titties, because we know it is up. Leave it to the itty bitty titty community.
For all he knew, they were like, yeah, we got some idiot billionaire funding us who doesn't care about money.
This is so weird. I don't understand it at all. All right, so let me help you out. A bunch of YouTubers, conservative, got a bunch of money that they thought was all lucrative and fucking good. Turns out that it might have come from Russia. And 2 individuals knew about it and more likely than not deceived a bunch of motherfuckers into accepting these deals by trying to cozy up to them and making it seem like it was all fucking good and fucking dandy. Turns out that it might not have been all good and dandy. And what make it worse is that when you start trying to figure out who knew what and who didn't know what, it seems like all of these motherfuckers have bad legal representatives who don't know how to look into anything, because when pressed on realizing that the person that they were going to get the money from had no digital footprint, all of a sudden, these motherfuckers just accept anything because a random JPEG file with nothing in it is bad. If that's all you needed to accept a deal like that, that means you're bad at business. That means you are legitimately a dumbass.
You know? By the way, there's a lot of people out there still that believe that this was a Fed up. There are a lot of people that don't believe this was ever from Russia. You know? This could be Tim, like, meme posting because now he's got the Ukraine flag in his bio. You know, obviously the culture war was back on today. He's memeing with, you know, Slavia, Ukraine, and all this kind of stuff. Again, at no point has anyone, you know, Tim is not, he was lied to in this case. That's exactly what the DOJ even said, you know? So I don't know if I would be getting involved with the Fed. I would just walk away.
You can't walk away. This is not no casual YouTube drama where you pretend to be nice, but you calling YouTubers bitches. This isn't no snake deal where it's like, oh my God, I was supposed to come on this day, but I couldn't. And you made it seem like I was a backstabber. This is not that. There are ramifications to the tens about this shit. You can't just walk away. When the FBI knock on that fucking door, answer. When they come a knocking, answer.
Tim said he's got, what, 100,000 members paying $10 a month? He's got more money than I could ever imagine. If Tim had my money, he would burn it.
I don't know why people like to play this game of, oh, I'm making money. What do I need to make more money? That's stupid. Any motherfucker who makes money wants to make more money. Like, what is this?
How's that saying? Like, Tim, you know, 100 grand isn't that much money to Tim's operation.
You are part of something where people are being accused of propaganda and being paid for it. And you could either be somebody who colluded with it or you're a victim. You can't just walk away from that shit. Like, you legitimately cannot walk away from that shit. You can't. Because if you try, there potentially could be a problem there that you are going to have to deal with if you ever decide to come back into American leftist communist society.
I mean, 400 grand. For me, that's a lot. But the bigger thing is here, the FBI affidavit unsealed this week says the Russians are maintaining an active list of 2,800 influencers, 600 of them who are in the United States. The FBI has not released that list. Who else is on it? So they're using this to go to the Russia. Here's a clip from Dan Bongino that I thought was really smart.
But I'd be remiss as a former federal agent to not warn people that given these accusations, are other people, I'm not accusing anyone specifically, I want to be clear, are people working with the feds right now to try to ensnare other conservative influencers,
I believe that,
into this alleged operation.
That's what.
So now it's other. This is the greatest YouTube drama ever. A bunch of YouTube conservative political YouTubers got snuffed out of deals. So it's like, oh fuck it, I'm reporting you to the FBI. What a way to look at this shit. What a way to go about this. It'd be fucking absurd.
That's what I believe.
I'm just going to say this. Be very careful who you're emailing.
Oh, look who showed up. So we started talking about the FBI. Look who showed up. The FBI agent herself.
And be very careful who you're talking to. And be very careful that you're not talking to someone working with the feds on the other end of the line.
Now, I can say for a guaranteed fact that, I've got no weird cash off.
Who gives a fuck about you? You're not a major player in this shit. You're not. You're not a major player in this game. I'm sorry.
Nothing out of the ordinary. So I guess I'm just not influential. I suppose I'm not influential enough for this. But to me, I would not be taking any meetings with the FBI. He's got nothing to gain. And it doesn't matter. Like,
he has the opportunity to not go to jail, which is a fucking substantial thing to gain. Let's just be clear here.
If he meets with the FBI and the FBI clears him, is the left.
Then he wins. Then he wins. He wins. If he meets with the FBI and they clear him, he wins. That is something to gain. The fucking absolute ability to not face jail time, to not face a fine, fuck it, to not even have to pay the money back. This is disastrously something to gain. What am I listening to? What the fuck am I actually listening to? I'm listening to a guy try to explain any of this shit and it ain't working. I'm listening to a guy try to explain to the world how he's operating and it ain't fucking working. It shit ain't working, bro. It ain't fucking working, bro. Oh my God, bro. What am I hearing, dog? What the fuck am I hearing? I'm hearing the dumbest shit ever.
Left-wing media going to suddenly be like, oh, great news, everybody. The FBI says Tim Pool isn't a Russian op, so we take everything back that we said about him.
Who gives a fuck about the left-wing media? You are able to get away with not going to jail if you answer these questions and prove that you know nothing and you were the victim and you were potentially deceived. Fuck the left-wing media. They can say whatever they want at that point. I'm free and clear. You're not going to be able to get me on the hook for nothing.
You know? Is that, you know, what's going on with that? I don't know, man. I think Tim is smarter than me, and so he doesn't need me to give him any kind of advice.
Boy, that's the understatement of the fucking year. Speed this up.
But I'm going to say this, you know, the left-wing media, I'm not going to play this because it's not relevant. It's not Tim, but allegedly it looks like the left-wing media is like having Tim's family call in on him. And they're running all this, oh, he's controlled by Russia, blah, 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 blah. It's all fake. There's no actual evidence of it. And they're saying it anyway. So there's no reason that him interviewing the FBI would change that. You know, I don't know. If Lauren Chen had offered me $50,000 a show, okay, for this show, which does roughly half the numbers of the Culture War podcast, there would have been alarm bells going off from here all the way to Green Bay, Wisconsin. You know, but
So you don't want him to... You don't want this motherfucker to answer questions from the FBI, but you understand that if it were you, alarm bells would be ringing because something seems fishy, but somehow this is somehow good. Or somehow somebody doesn't need to answer questions from the FBI because, oh, dear Lord, the left-wing media is still going to run campaign. Who gives a fuck?
I can't speak to whether or not I would have taken it because, you know, Tim didn't know he was getting funded allegedly by anybody's, like, foreign ops. He didn't know that. He didn't have to make, like, the moral decision of whether or not to take the money. It's just a friend's company offered him an insane amount of money, overpaid for something.
No! Yeah. You know what this tell me? You know what this telling me? Don't do business with anybody. If I know you, I don't want to do business with you because you might be the retard that have the FBI knocking on my fucking door, and I won't stand for it.
But, like, why even, you know, maybe why even question that? You know, maybe. If they had offered me a huge sum of money, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a week to do a once-a-week show, I probably would have taken it. I wouldn't have thought it was coming from the FBI.
And you a fucking dumbass, and you would have had the FBI knocking on your fucking door, and you would have just been like, well, I'm not answering this. I don't have to.
You know what I mean? So I don't hold any ill will towards Tim. I obviously don't think he's being influenced by anybody, and I hope he's really, really careful if he's going to talk to the FBI. But I'm no lawyer, so I guess that's that.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
Alex Jones.
This is terrible. But oh wait, it gets worse because Lauren Chen. Are there any more videos? Oh, there's not. I'm not watching this Dr. Disrespect shit. I don't care. It gets worse because Lauren Chen's YouTube channel is gone. And I wonder, oh how I wonder what will be said here.
I'm on the intercom.
The fuck is this sound?
I'm hoping that this will be the last we have to talk about the Tenet Media stuff.
This will not be the last you have to talk about that shit. It will not. This shit will get worse. And it'll continue to make you look stupid if you keep talking the way you're talking. Enough.
So I suspect there will be some future follow-up. The real people who are hurt by this, obviously, is the content creators who, even according to the DOJ, had no idea whatsoever of any kind of alleged outside interference or control, which hasn't even been proven. And now people like Tim and Benny and Baby Buying Dave Rubin are all getting their reputation smeared. And people who are hardworking on-the-street journalists like Taylor Hansen is out of a job. their social media manager, out of a job with no notice, no severance, no nothing. Just a simple Discord paragraph saying that the business was done, cooked. I believe that was sent by Lauren Chen's husband, Liam. There's plenty to talk about whether or not Lauren and Liam knew what they were doing was...
Shit. Motherfucker. If anybody knew, they did.
Potentially in the gray. There's plenty to talk about in terms of the hypocrisy. Look, if Lauren and Liam knew what they were doing was wrong and then knowingly deceived content creators, or if they actually, the DOJ actually has any evidence whatsoever of, you know, the Kremlin saying, make this video, and then a creator made that video, then I would support them getting in trouble. But
Dear Lord, thank you. At least there's some semblance here. Thank you.
I don't think that evidence exists. I guarantee Tim Pool and, well, Benny Johnson, I think Benny Johnson, I don't know if he got terminated from them long before this happened, or his deal was dissolved with them quite some time ago, or maybe he quit. I don't know. You know, Matt Christensen, Baby buying Dave Rubin. I don't suspect any of these people taking any, like, hey, make this video and then go make the video. Why? Because they're all super rich already. I don't think Tim Pool would be doing that for any amount of money. Benny Johnson is...
Oh my God, we're so rich. What's the purpose of us getting more money?
enormously wealthy. He's not going to take that kind of risk for any kind of money. And people like Matt Christensen are pretty set. And Dave Rubin has money to buy babies, so he's doing well. You know, Taylor was just reporting on the streets. So maybe there's some people I'm missing that work there, but the net sum of this is what appears to be, at least in my opinion, some sort of Fed honeypot. You know, and just in my opinion, I have not seen any evidence of Mother Russia telling Tim Pool or Benny Johnson to make any video. Yet every single article is featuring their face. Some of them hilariously featuring an overweight Asian man with a beanie who is in fact not Tim Pool. The other side of this, Lauren Chen, who was the co-founder of the website, who took the money. Took the $10 million, by the way, terminated from Blaze, fired from Blaze Media. I don't know what capacity she was with Blaze, why she would have a job with Blaze if she was running Tenet Media. That seems weird anyway. You know, and I'm also not hearing a single shred of information about any kind of charges for either Lauren Chen or Liam Chen, or whatever Liam's last name is. I think this is all much ado about nothing. And I gotta be...
Really? It's all much ado about nothing? They raided her fucking house. That's a lot of fucking nothing.
To be honest with you, this may make you recoil a little bit, may make you feel uncomfortable, but $10 million ain't nothing. $10 million isn't really a lot of money to be, you know...
This is the worst fucking channel to go to in terms of hoping somebody's not in trouble, because this motherfucker's just basically running that. Hey, this really ain't nothing. I don't understand why this person's working. What the fuck is going on?
Producing propaganda, and you know, I don't think that anywhere in this paperwork, by the way, does it say, hey, Russia requested this, and then they did it. That doesn't exist. That's why the DOJ paperwork says that Tim Pool and Benny are actually victims in all of this. It's entirely possible also, by the way, that Lauren Chen and Liam are victims in this. Maybe they had no idea. Maybe they just said, hey, some crazy billionaire wants to fund this thing, and his name's Gregorian, whatever, and they took the money. You know, I know that, like, everyone loves it when, you know, creators talk about money in business, but, like, you know, this is not that much money, and basically when we're talking about starting...
Chat, I know we're all propagandists. Is $10 million a lot of money, or are we all just pocket watching?
A news media company, you know? I started the Publica on $0, and all we've done is continue to lose money. So, like, we have a great team there, but yeah, you know, don't you think the Daily Wire had investors? Don't you think the Blaze has investors? Don't you think that, you know, all this kind of stuff? And, you know, I would be remiss if I didn't mention, do you think that the Department of Justice would have done a big press conference? I think TPUSA takes money from foreign countries, I think. That's been reported before. Do you think the DOJ would have been doing all this if Lauren Chen took $10 million from Israel to report news and was telling her staff to report on pro-Israel stuff? No, never would have happened. The Department of Justice would never have said anything about it. In fact, there's lots of companies in this country that are directly from Israel, and they have an extremely strong influence on our government. There's organizations like APAC, things like that. Okay, you guys know me.
Fuck, they got caught. Because guess what? These ain't the only companies getting money funded in. Tenet Media was the only dumbass that got caught.
I'm not a noticer. Okay, I'm not like a Jews bad guy. I'm just using Israel as an example. There are many organizations, universities, and otherwise that take a lot of money in every year from China. Is the Department of Justice bringing them down to their knees? Are they parading them out with these indictments? No, they're not doing that. How about all the streamers that are undoubtedly paid by Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and others to promote Islam to American youth? Those people, I would be willing to bet exist. Large streamers who suddenly convert to Islam, for example, and talk about how great it is and show all this lifestyle and this and that. You don't think they're
Oh, you talking about Sneeko? Fresh and Fit. Say their names, you pussy.
getting paid for that? I think they're getting paid for that. I don't know. But is our government, is the Department of Justice investigating that for 2 months before the election? No. What they're investigating is a conservative outlet that is mostly full of dissident liberals or ex-liberals or in some cases outright conservatives who are generally pro-Trump, except for Lauren Chen, who apparently was telling people not to vote for Trump. And again, I want to point out, this is the fallout. Everyone, look, Tim's fine. I don't think Benny was even working with him anymore. Dave Rubin, I guess, remember, has baby buying money. He's fine. Matt Christensen's fine. These guys all had like big followings before and they'll have big followings after. It's unfortunate, though, that now their names are getting smeared. I was in Tim's chat this morning, and there was all these weirdos calling him a Russian shill and all this stuff, which he obviously isn't, okay? There's people who are saying, you have people like Sebastian Gorka coming out there and saying, well, I knew it was a Russian app all along. It's weird. It feels manufactured. And again, I have seen no evidence that this $10 million didn't come from our own federal government, in some weird honeypot trap. And the most egregious thing, probably, is now big tech, okay, YouTube and other platforms have started deplatforming. Not only did they deplatform Tenet immediately, but they deplatformed Lauren Chen, all of her other channels, even her pop culture channels, and there's been no conviction. There's only been an indictment, which is only a formal complaint, a formal accusation. It is not a conviction. So without any conviction, big tech removed all of their journalistic work, all of the work of the people that work for Tenet, who, again, the DOJ admits we don't have, that they didn't even know, right? They didn't know, so they're the victims in this. Doesn't matter. YouTube deleted all their videos. And then you have Lauren herself, who has not been convicted and has channels of 1 million+ subscribers deleted just for the accusation. This is not how it's supposed to work. Going into this weekend, download the Rumble app, please. Okay? Follow the quartering. I live stream there Monday through Friday at 1 Eastern. This is why being on new tech platforms are important. You want to know why? Because if I go here, if I go to Rumble, guess what? Guess who's still there? Tenet Media. Guess who's still here? Lauren Chen.
That's so great. I'm glad people don't care to look into anything and they'll just trust until the wheels fall off. That's good. Because when eventually the sugar starts smelling like shit, they're going to have to go. And if they don't go, that's a problem.
You want to know why? It's because Rumble supports free speech. These people are not convicted of any crimes, and they don't work like big tech, right? 3 days ago, there was an upload from Lauren here with 46,000 views. Okay, she's got 125,000 followers on Rumble. I don't like, look, if they were, let's say they were like, ooh, the Kremlin was like, Russian words, do this. And Lauren Chen, and they had some sort of messaging where Lauren Chen or her husband were like, okay, yes, comrade. And they went and did it. Fine, okay, fine. But you have to prove that in court. Lauren Chen and her husband Liam get their right to a day in court, and YouTube should not be removing channels based on an indictment, okay? There are all sorts, I mean, Chris Chan still has his YouTube channel. Do you know what he's accused of doing? Look it up. Actually, don't look it up, okay? There are all sorts of people with all sorts of claims. YouTube did not take down Puff Daddy's channel until he was convicted, okay? Even though there were wild accusations about him for years. Lawsuits, indictments, and things of that nature. Why with Tenet Media and Lauren Chen were they summarily found guilty based on a politically motivated indictment, minimum, right? Think about this, hypothetically. The left really, really wants you to be afraid of Russia. They really, really want to say that Russia's interfering with the election. Look what they did for $10 million, hypothetically. They could pick a gullible person, get them in, or they could get, happy, someone who's excited to take money. I don't want to say gullible. They could take, an unsuspecting person like Lauren Chen, give them a nice big budget and say, start your company, and then 4 months later say, ha! I'm not saying that's what's happened. I'm just saying, don't you think that'd be a nice, easy way to prove that conservatives are bad and that they're funded by Russia? I'm just saying, it's hypothetical. I don't have any evidence of it. Over the weekend, I want you to download the Rumble app, okay? I want you to follow your favorite creators here and just work it into your regular schedule. You don't have to leave. I'm not telling you to leave your favorite platform. But if you download the Rumble app, trust me, it's gotten so much better than the last time you used it. It's getting constantly updated. And stay and support platforms that don't do this kind of stuff. I feel so bad for, a guy like Taylor who's done all this on-the-ground work.
Why should I support a bunch of motherfuckers that will sit here and, create propaganda art and then somehow think it's okay? Yay, it's free and clear to fucking promote my propaganda. Yay.
It's just gone because YouTube says, oh, Russia, delete. Look, if they were convicted of something, fine, take their channels down. Although I still necessarily wouldn't agree with it, but at least I don't understand it. This is a bad sign for the coming 2 months, next 60 days leading up to the election. Stay vigilant, stay smart, stay frosty, and come tune in my daily live stream at 1 Eastern. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Fuck it, I'm watching the Dr. Disrespect thing. But what irks me just a little bit.
Alex Jones, how are you?
What the fuck? Why does this keep playing? I think the thing that irks me is the lack of understanding that, your friends are potentially on the hook for something illegal and they should be facing a consequence. I don't want to fucking hear about, if the left were doing this. I don't want to hear that shit because that's just a deflection from what the fuck is going on in real life now. Just address that and you will be fine. It's just the fact that this motherfucker said, he doesn't need to fucking, he should just walk away. That's his fucking word, walk away from the whole situation. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but the FBI not gonna let you walk away. Whether if you are a potential victim or you're part of the perpetrators. You can't just walk free. This ain't some shit you can scot-free from. You have got to answer these fucking people. Fuck it.
Okay.
I kind of did already watch some of this.
That's your right to do that, 100%. I wish we would see the actual messages still. But I am now, he laid out a pretty convincing case on how Twitch actually colluded to get him banned. And it looks very bad for Twitch. It looks extremely targeted. Twitch did no formal investigation. And the narrative around Doc on the internet, I would say, has swung back to positive. I mean, obviously...
No, it hasn't. That motherfucker got on that fucking channel, on that live stream, and said, I tweeted that statement out where I, edited the minor and the non-minor part, just to see who was going to talk about it. This motherfucker, for some reason, tweeted, hey, maybe I was messaging the minor, maybe I wasn't, just to see who would react. Are you out of your mind?
Again, some people are like, look, he admitted to talking to somebody he shouldn't have. I'm out. I respect that. Dr. Disrespect waited until now to release information so that the way he could sue multiple news outlets and Twitch for defamation. 3,000 likes. He talked about a partner manager holding a grudge, which we're going to talk about. He was never found guilty of anything, which we knew that was also true. there's a lot of big takeaways here. Doc was never found guilty of anything. The individual who he was talking to didn't even want to file a report with Twitch, but Twitch pushed them to do so. And a lot of this was spearheaded by his old Twitch partner manager. After Doc requested he be fired or requested he be reassigned, they never looked at the age of consent of the individual that they were talking to. It was very interesting. So here's some of the big takeaways in his like 10 or 15 minute response. You guys tell me if you think this was coordinated. The person that he was talking to, first of all, law enforcement never cared about this. They were sent these communications, law enforcement never pressed any charges, law enforcement never talked to Doc, never talked to the person that he was talking to, none of that ever happened. There were no, what's the word for it? There were no sexting ever happened. No charge. No legal analysis was ever done by Twitch. The person he was talking to was technically over the age of consent. There were never any plans to meet, regardless of what has been said about him. They never met ever in life. There was a narrative about him wanting to meet up with TwitchCon that never happened. Trust and safety lied. They internally, and I would say if Doc is saying this, it's probably true because if he was lying, you know, he'd be in big trouble. Think about, these are two big bombshells. They internally admitted that the whispers he sent were in fact not sexting. The same employees also internally acknowledged that the messages were not sexual in nature. Okay, why'd they fire him? They also admitted that no spicy photos ever were exchanged and no spicy messages. It was mutual banter with inappropriate jokes out of context. The person on the receiving end never made a single allegation. The person he was talking to never complained once, never said that they felt uncomfortable, never said, you know, hey, this is not okay. Again, you know, that's a little, like if they were 4 years old, they wouldn't want to do that, but they were clearly 7. I'm guessing they were 17. Twitch never had a legal analysis ever done on the messages. On June 21st.
Twitch was always weird, but a man talking to a minor. Yep. But where you get that piece of it? No.
Doc fired his partner manager. 2 months later, at Twitch, that same partner manager was directly involved with getting Doc banned. The user who he was talking to refused to report it. The partner manager then bullied them into filing a report. Once that report was finally filed on the 24th, Twitch's internal investigators found no wrongdoing. This is why Doc probably got paid out. Twitch's own internal investigators, after his ex-partner manager bullied this person into filing a report, found no inappropriateness in the messages, according to Doc. Once that his ex-partner manager found out that the internal review said nothing was wrong, that partner messenger then went through an end around and escalated the report anyway.
Did we really need this? Like, at what point could we have just been like, all right, somebody could have said all this months ago, even years ago. But we have to make this big thing. I feel like I had the correct take. Fuck Twitch, fuck Dr. Disrespect, fuck anybody who knew and didn't say nothing. Like, fuck everybody. Fuck everybody except the fucking kid/not kid who was in whispers with this motherfucker. Matter of fact, fuck it. Fuck them too. I'm tired of this shit. My head hurt. Shit freaky. You know what I'm saying?
To Twitch's legal team. To a friend of theirs, by the way, on the legal team. Then that same person cherry-picked parts of the messages and sent them to their boss, who was on vacation at the time. And so they were unable to do any further investigation. They were unable to ask for more context. They were unable to find more context. And while on vacation, that person made the decision to terminate Dr. Disrespect from Twitch. Twitch then submitted a full report to law enforcement, and law enforcement indicated that there was no wrongdoing. There was never a single interview of Doc by Twitch or by law enforcement, the user in which he was sending messages to, or any law enforcement. Twitch never did a legal investigation. Twitch cherry-picked out-of-context messages, sent it to a guy on vacation who didn't have time to look it over, who made the decision to ban him, which is likely why Doc won his suit. When you look at the ongoing live stream of Dr. Disrespect, even as it sits right now, okay, there's still 80,000 people on there watching him. There is 83,000 likes compared to just 3,000 dislikes. 83,000 likes to 3,000 dislikes. I would be willing to bet you, it's probably too early to tell. Let's see. Over the period of time, Dr. Disrespect had lost 70,000 followers. Now, I don't know how updated this is. He's already gained 10,000 back as of right now. 4.61. Let's see if it's even more. I'm guessing based on the rigorous defense he had, he probably won most of his fans back. He's at 4.610 right now, I think. Let me check. The live counter is kind of weird when I squish the view. But he gained at least 10,000 of those 70,000 back. I suspect after the weekend he will gain almost all 70,000 back. Again, do I think, you know, you had people like Asmongold responding to it. You had people like XQC saying that it was scary. XQC baffled by Dr. Disrespect's scary streaming video. Okay? You have Aiden Ross having a meltdown, calling him the P word. He was obviously a creeper weirdo, but he's not in jail. Asmongold responds to Dr. Disrespect recent announcement. I think that's a fine position to have, by the way. But here's Aiden Ross calling him the P word. He got caught in 8K. Aiden Ross says Dr. Disrespect should turn himself into jail. Well, that's just dumb. People don't understand what that word means, okay? Were there inappropriate messages sent? Yeah, he admitted.
People don't understand that when the FBI come a knocking, you should more likely than not answer.
Yeah. There was never any meetups. There were never any requests for meetups. There were never any spicy photos released or exchanged. There were never any requested. There were never any legal investigation by Twitch. There was never any legal follow-up from the person he was talking to. There was never a complaint issued. Seems like they coordinated to ban him, in my opinion. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind them? The answer is absolutely not. They were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much into the direction of being, you know, bad or whatever. That was the original thing. Here you see, we never exchanged any type of graphic text or images. So what else do people want? What else do people want?
They want the messages to deduce for themselves. I'm sorry, I'm eating chips. I got hungry. Having the messages will be able to end all of this shit. But because of legal issues regarding everybody fucking running around, you're not going to see them. You're never going to see them. So it's basically, let's word of mouth the fuck out of this shit. And whoever gets the most likes on Twitter wins. That's how it goes. This is how this is going. So anybody hoping to get them messages, unless somebody really wants to say fuck lawyers, you're never going to get them.
You're certainly welcome to, obviously, he will apply on September 25th to regain his monetization. I doubt that they will give it to him, but I would say given this, he didn't break any laws. They gave him a suspension. I think that they should remonetize him. People ask now that you're monetized, you're going to be streaming YouTube again. The IRS opportunity to reapply. So in the meantime, we'll keep doing what we need to do. I enjoy my time here on YouTube. We've built a nice, strong community for years. I think Doc should be multi-streaming on Kick and Rumble, in my opinion, monetizing those platforms. But why would he listen to me? He's got 5 million subscribers and 250,000 people watching him. He clearly...
Why would he listen to you? You just sat here and gave bad legal advice on how to deal with the fucking FBI. This is terrible.
He knows a little bit more about it than I do. He wanted to call former Twitch staff, Cody Connors, for bringing the claims to light, claiming that he did not even have first-hand knowledge of the incident. Apparently, Twitch's disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those obligations. Cody Connors, ex-Twitch employee, who wasn't even involved in leaking Twitch's reported reason, years later. Cody, why did you do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally, and you know the black and white the internet is. You decided, you effing rat, you reported it for no reason, that Twitch banned me. I never intended to meet the user. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else. We never met in person ever. Your BS accusations gave courage for other Twitch employees to make stuff up. As well, I suspect you all planned this coordinated attack. Twitch's trust and safety team internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. We never exchanged graphic images or texts. Doc went on to claim that Twitch, having a vendetta against him, claiming that he was the face of the platform but never got front page love. It was so obvious that he carried a grudge against the 2-time he added, referring to his former partner manager. That ex-Twitch partner manager is directly involved in getting me banned. Yeah, I would argue that that's probably true. Based on everything he said, that's probably true. Based on the timeline of everything he revealed, probably true. Will YouTube remonetize him? Probably not. But if they don't, he should start his own Champions Club and he should fund it through alt and new tech, in addition to using, obviously, Stripe and other platforms, because they're just as likely to ban him, right? He should have his own website where he streams to, his own community where he should stream to. He should be embracing alt tech. He should be on Rumble. He should be on Kick. He should set up those pages. Take subscriptions there. Why shouldn't he? This was something he did regrets and apologized for. Was it 7-8 years ago now? I think there are bigger fish to fry. I do. I think Doc did a totally fine job defending himself today. If you decide, hey, that's a non-starter that he ever messed with somebody he shouldn't have, I accept that. But I think the case is obviously a lot bigger. There's a lot more to this, and it certainly seems targeted and coordinated by Twitch, at least in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
I think it's ass backwards for people to be, I just tweeted that I was messaging a minor and I edited it multiple times to get people to fucking, to see who would bite. That's terrible when the fucking accusation is that you were illegally, inappropriately messaging a minor. If the accusation is that I murdered somebody, and I get on social media and I say, was there an interaction with a human being that got physical to the point of somebody dying? Yes. Did I take their life? Yes. But I'm still on the hook. The phrase of the day is on the hook. It's a strong, poignant phrase meant for moments in time where you could be in a little bit of trouble. AKA, on the hook. Being on the hook is bad. Whether if you on it because of your friends or you on it because of yourself. But don't worry, I figured it out. Whenever I'm in trouble, I could just say left-wing media, and I'll instantly get defended, I guess. I guess. Well, I can make the most sense. That seems to work the hardest, maybe, just maybe. Right? Right. That's a bad take to have. No, the bad take to have is when the FBI knocks on your door, walk away. That's the bad take to have. Coincidentally, objectively, whatever word you want to use, the FBI come knock on your door and you don't answer, walk away, bad take to have. Just bad all around. Anything else happening in the world? I'm pretty certain none of you care that a fucking school shooter was in Discord talking about trans issues. Or maybe you do. And that'll be the thing you focus on, which is why a lot of these issues really mean next to nothing. Because, we don't really focus on anything. We just take a piece of it and have our way with it, right? That's right. Treat the FBI like they're vampires. Only interact with them at night. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's only interact with the FBI at night. Didn't school just start? Bro, it's September. In some areas, school probably did just start. In others, school's been started since like the beginning of August or mid-August. But it's still bad. Still concerning. Still an issue. But yeah, bro. Another school shooting happens, and you know it's the best thing to worry about? Motherfucker being in Discord talking about trans issues. Right. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Oh, man. This is a good stream. A lot of energy. A lot of fun. Could you imagine that this kind of started because fucking... The reason... Because I entrapped a couple of you with a fucking Nikocado Avocado fat to skinny. You know what I'm saying? You stream tomorrow? Fuck no. Football. Are you stupid? Are you stupid or are you just fucking dumb? You out of your mind? Don't fucking bother me on a Sunday. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck if Tim Pool have a shooting standoff with the FBI. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. I don't give a fuck if Lauren Chen, the Quartering, and Fresh and Fit have an orgy in front of the FBI with guns pointed at them. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. I don't care if Jesus come back down and says all of you are going to hell for the lies you have spread in my name using my book. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. I don't give a fuck if Nikocado Avocado, Trisha Paytas, who else? Tipster, and fucking Krista Nark all finger blast each other. I been waiting all day for Sunday night. Y'all out y'all mind, bro. Y'all sick. Football means something. Football means something to Americans. Y'all don't know that because fucking traitors to the country. But let me help y'all understand something, bro. Like, cause maybe it's just because, you know, I'm a little bit older than all of y'all. And y'all don't know, y'all might not really know no better. Y'all truly might not know no better. Y'all really might not know nothing. So, you know, let me help y'all teach y'all a little something. In America, we Americans go through a lot. And we necessarily hate dealing with it. And we just want moments in life to where we can relax. You know what I'm saying? And when we don't get that, we get real angry. The world got a bunch of shit on it. The world got 50,000 fucking issues that everybody won't navigate and all that shit and all that blase with the blase and blases with meat and blases and all that shit. There's a whole lot going on in the world. And fuck, us Americans, we never really know what to do. Except for those periods of time where things come together and align so perfectly that bring us towards each other and make us whole and excite us because we are proud. Even though we all bitch about this country and hope for the inevitable end sometimes, I feel as though some of us are truly proud to be Americans. We bleed red, white, and blue. Fuck, that's the song? I don't know. Fuck, am I American? I might be. Then again, I might not. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Who knows? Who knows? But I know she knows. She knows. But I just want y'all to know something. As I send you on your way, it's time. I'm not putting it on normal speed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Time out. Time out. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Did this fool just say go Saints? Bitch, I'm about to demod you. You out of your fucking mind. This nigga just said go Saints. You have lost it, bucko. I knew you was a national terrorist, but I didn't think you was a Saints fan. You could be a terrorist, but that's bad. Bad thing to say. Bad thing to say. Bad thing to say. I like the Florida lead. Fuck that. Saints pool. If you a Saints fan, you no subscriber of mine. So look, we're going to try this again. Shut up and become indoctrinated. Get out of here. We done for today. I don't want to see you hear from any of y'all till Monday. Don't bother me. Fuck the copyright. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night.